Welcome to the Saints That Serve podcast,
where each week your hosts dive
into the crossroads
of faith, culture,
and the unknown.
Christ is Lord,
and the kingdom is now.
We are
the Saints That Serve. Welcome, everybody, to the Saints That Serve podcast.
That's the Saints That Serve podcast, Bob.
Am I Bob now?
I figured that we were all Bob.
All right, Bob.
Sounds good, Bob.
All right, Bob. And you know what, Bob? You know what episode number of the podcast this is?
Tell me, Bob, what number of...
Well, Bob, this is episode 57 of the Saints That Serve podcast, and this is the finale of the spooky season on the Saints That Serve podcast, Bob.
Wow, Bob. That's great to hear.
All right,
I'm
yeah,
looking
Bob.
forward to it, Bob.
All right, Bob. You got any announcements for us, Bob?
We're praying for everybody on Friday, Bob.
I was going to say, you should have said, we're praying for every Bob every Friday, Bob.
Well, Bob, we're praying for every Bob on every Bob Friday, Bob. So if you need prayer, Bob, just reach out to us.
That sounds great, Bob. I'm going to be praying for every Bobby.
Every Bobby.
On every Friday, Bob. Bob Friday, Bob.
Every Ricky is
Bob.
included, Bob.
Yep. And every Billy and Susie as well. Is like Bob kind of like the real world equivalent to Smurf?
Yes.
Yeah.
It took me a second.
What is a Smurf?
What is he talking about? Yeah, we'll go with that. I think that's fair to say.
Good. It should be.
If everybody was blue, they'd be Smurf, but
Since everybody
not
is not blue.
Minus that one guy in Europe.
Which guy is that?
The guy who sang about being blue.
I'm blue.
Dabba-dee, dabba-die. Doing the American version.
What about the guy from Arrested Development?
Tobias.
I've never seen that show, but I always see like clips of him just walking around being blue.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even remember what it was. He was auditioning for something and it ended up being brought in Blue Man Group or maybe he was trying to audition for Blue Man Group and so he painted himself blue. I don't remember. And all that to say, if you need prayer, you can reach out to us through email. Our email is saintsthatserve@gmail.com.
And if you couldn't interpret our Bob language, that's every single Friday.
Every
praying for
Friday,
you. We take your prayer requests and we pray for you every single Friday. And funny enough, as of the recording of this episode currently, that's tomorrow. So we'll be praying for you tomorrow
when we were from the recording of this, not the listening of this. Maybe
you don't know.
Someone listens to it on a Thursday.
Yeah. If it is Thursday right now, tomorrow we will be praying for you.
Yeah. So reach out through email or there's a direct messaging link at the bottom of the description of this episode.
Yep. If you scroll all the way down, there's a little link that says something along the lines of, if you'd like to send us a message, you click that.
And then you can send us a message.
That's right. I honestly think that's only compatible on phones because it then pulls up like our text messaging like address.
Yeah.
I've never attempted it on PC. I just assumed how would you do that on PC?
Panama
Canal.
PC, Panama Canal.
I was going to say personal computer.
That too, yeah. Maybe don't try to pull it up on the Panama Canal. Maybe try and pull it up on your personal computer. See if it works.
Yeah, let us know in the text.
Because I don't think it'll work on the Panama Canal.
Try it, and then if it works, like click the link and then text us to let us know that it worked.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, hey, Bob, what are we talking about tonight?
Well, Bob, this week on the Saints That Serve Bobcast, we're talking about spooky stuff one last time.
One last time.
It's one more time. It's the song.
Right.
But right now it's one last time. It is the finale of the spooky season. So, Bob, this is your transition into spooky video games. I have that one too.
Do you have this one?
Max ammo.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're talking about, spooky video games. And, we're a pop culture podcast, but I don't know if y'all have ever realized, but me and John really like playing video games.
It is an enjoyable pastime.
So we eventually will talk about video games. And I said to close out this year's spooky season, I said, let's do it about video games.
Heck yeah.
And also because typically we would have 4 episodes of the spooky season. This year we had 3 because somebody had to be sick.
Yeah.
I am Spartacus. That's a callback to last week's episode.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't matter. So, Bob, tell me about spooky video games.
Well, maybe you should tell me about spooky video games.
So there is, it's funny because we have a running joke about how John has played one spooky video game.
Yeah.
So before we get into the real spooky video games, do you want to talk about your spooky video game?
Yeah, we can. So it is called Lethal Company.
Oh, hold on. All right, let's backtrack.
You thought I was going to talk about Bioshock.
Yeah, that's why I set you up for that. So let's talk about Bioshock for like 2 seconds in the sense that John has always talked about Bioshock. Like, man, that game's so scary. It's so creepy. And I always go back to Bioshock is not a horror video game, even a little bit. It's just at the very beginning of the game, you're walking down some dark hallways. So it's a little spooky.
Okay, it's more than just walking down some dark hallways.
It's like one hallway, and you turn some lights on.
There's random people crawling on the walls, and they're screaming and cackling in a maniacal way. And then they try to chase you. And in the game, you can't respond in any way. You just have to keep running.
Do they ever get you?
No.
All right, then it's not spooky.
But but it doesn't change the fact that there's more than just a dark hallway. You make it out to sound like it's nothing.
I mean, I will say...
Someone desensitized would say it's nothing.
It is nothing. I feel nothing. I am desensitized.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do agree, though, with you that the opening of that game before you get any, like, gun or weapon of any kind to defend yourself, it is kind of creepy because you are going down these dark hallways. There are these things after you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also in like a underwater city, like Atlantis type thing, but in like tunnels and stuff. So it's very claustrophobic as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, spooky.
Spooky.
The third one's way better than the first one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That one takes place in the sky, in open air, in open space.
Yeah, it kind of takes away from the ominous feel of at any second, if this room just, the glass breaks, it's flooding with water, and I'm not getting out. I guess in the sky, it's if you trip, you fall off the edge into...
That is the idea, but it's like, you don't feel that claustrophobic in that imminent danger from, oh yeah, if I trip and fall, I'll fall out of the sky type thing.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel dangerous like it does. Like, oh, if the pipe I'm in bursts, all of the weight of the ocean will come crashing on me.
Yeah. That's true.
I do own the first and second Bioshock, but I've never actually really played them like all the way through. I played like the opening area that you were talking about for Bioshock.
Yeah.
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
Never even touched the second one, and then completely went through the third one.
Yeah, the first one's the only one I've played, and I probably only played like half of it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't play through the whole thing.
So does it ever get not spooky, claustrophobic? Like when you get your weapon, does it just feel safer?
No, it gets more, I guess when you get your weapon, it's more of like I've got an opportunity to get away because like it's not a shooter, so it's not like you can unload magazines on stuff.
The third one is.
Yeah. You got to be a little strategic. Maybe it is the further you get along, but as far as I got, like, it's all straight up. If something attacks you, you've got a second to deal with it or run, and that's it.
What's cool, and we're going to, I guess it's a slight spoiler, on the third game that came out like 10, 15 years ago, is what's cool is it's this utopia city in the sky, and there's like portals involved, like alternate universe portals and whatnot.
Okay.
So the whole entire city's music, like the guy who created, like he's like the only artist in the city.
Yeah.
He was using these portals and he was seeing other dimensions and other artists performing music.
Okay.
Through different time periods. So as you're going through the game, you're getting like this like old school 1950s vibe, like soundtrack, but it's songs like Girls Want to Have Fun and It Ain't Me by Clearwater Revival, and Nirvana is playing, and it's that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all like in this 1950s like style. So it's like this really cool soundtrack that they have.
Okay.
And they like tie it into the story to why modern music's in here.
Yeah.
In an old style.
Yeah. Because what did you say the time frame is? Like the 50s?
Yeah. Like I think so. It's like.
Because I get that vibe from the first one where it's like 30s, somewhere between the 30s and the 50s.
I'm getting a little confused with it because Fallout is also that way, where it's like a 1950s aesthetic, 1940s, 50s aesthetic, but it's set in like the future, but it has that aesthetics because like the story of a Fallout is that the bombs, like atomic bombs drop.
Yeah, in Fallout. Yeah,
in Fallout. And then the culture that existed in that world kind of became at a standstill, but still progressed technologically.
Yeah.
Is kind of how it is to some degree. At least that's how I interpret it.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Yeah. Call them out, guys. This quick Google search says Bioshock takes place in
Rapture.
But I think it's saying the 1940s.
Okay. The city is called Rapture.
The city's called Rapture. This is where I'm confused, though, because it says Rapture, an underwater city built in the 1940s. But you're going in after it's been built and it's sunk and everything.
Well, it never was sunk because it was built underwater.
Oh, it was built underwater. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at me paying attention.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at me paying attention to what I'm playing.
I don't remember the name of the city in the third game, but it's Rapture in the first two.
Yeah.
Anyways, spooky game
for John.
Bioshock from his childhood. I would like to, if we start streaming again, which will eventually happen.
Yeah.
That you give it a shot on the stream and see if it's still scary.
The first one?
Yeah. See if that game's still scary to you.
Okay.
Or if it was like you're looking at it as, yeah, this was totally scary, and you play it now like, this isn't scary. Or we play it and we're just both like 5 minutes and like, we got to turn this off.
Yeah, I feel like I'm less, like I feel like I was more desensitized back then than I am now.
Like you become sensitive again?
Yeah, I think I've become super sensitive again.
So maybe it's extra uber scary on you.
Extra uber scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't even make it 5 minutes. No, I've got a couple more if you want me to.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to talk about with these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but let's talk about Lethal Company because I interrupted you on that.
Okay.
Because that actually is a scary game.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's really fun.
It is quite daunting. But yes, you're right. It's enjoyable. Go ahead and give us the rundown of what you're doing in the game.
So it's kind of hard to like explain what's going on story-wise in the game because it's early access. So there's not a whole lot of like in-your-face lore to this.
Yeah.
But it's pretty like basic at the same time where you are just a group of people going planet to planet, working for this company, getting materials and other things for salvage and earning money. So it's this loop of going to this planet, finding all you can scrap and just scrounging up and scavenging everything you can. And then it will, then you get money and then you get rewarded for that money, but you have to hit a certain quota over a span of days.
Yeah. And it changes the further you progress in the game, the quota goes up.
So the spooky aspect of this game is that where you are going, there's like, you land, you're outside, then you try to go inside this facility, but there's like things outside after you and things inside the facility that's after you. And there's always, and it's just dark.
Things being monsters.
Monsters, yeah. Well, it's not always monsters, though. That's the weird thing is like, there's like the one, did you ever see the Nutcracker that had the shotgun that just would walk around? It was just like a robot.
Well, okay, but that is, for the game that you're playing, it's a monster.
Sure, I guess the best way to put it is monster. If you know that.
It's random things. They're completely random. There's giant spiders. Yeah, it's a given. There's the Nutcracker. There's the really weird mannequin with a springy head.
Yeah. Oh, the Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
There's a random massive monster that's outside the facilities that's roaming around.
So the cool thing about the game and the mechanic of it that is just so much fun to me on it is that it has what's called proximity chat.
Yeah.
So you're going in this facility and you have no map. If you want to communicate with somebody, you have to either be near them or communicating with them through a walkie-talkie in the game. So you have to pull out your walkie-talkie, pull it out, and you're communicating with the person elsewhere if they have a walkie-talkie.
And if you're using the walkie-talkie, that means that you're using it's equipped in your hand, so you can't use something else while you're using it.
And it's battery-powered. So you can run out of batteries. So can your flashlight and so on and so forth. So, and this, you have different flashlights too, where it's like one is better than the other and you have to upgrade your flashlights. But you're just going through this place trying to salvage, and there's monsters there. And it's just like, you can get easily lost, but you're also having to communicate with the other people that you're playing with in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get killed, you won't know if somebody got killed or not.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you'll be wandering around and you might come across their body. But if you don't hear anybody talking, that's it. You know what I mean? Or on the walkie-talkie. So you'd be running around and you're like, am I the only one left?
Yeah.
And there's a map of the facility on your ship and you have to communicate. So somebody's like, turn right here, turn left here, trying to get out. And it's just such a fun game.
The name of that monster was Coilhead.
Coilhead?
Yeah, not Jack in the Box.
But to me personally, the one thing that kind of brought me out of the game and was a huge negative, though they did it on purpose as aesthetics, is the graphics.
Yeah. Yeah, the aesthetics are, the graphics are rather
old. They try to make it look really old.
Yeah.
And kind of pixelated.
Mm-hmm.
But in 3D, but the game is still in 3D as well, so it's not like, a side scroller or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a super popular game that would have it would be more of a
picture Minecraft, but
no, Minecraft's not a good example. It would be more like Elder Scrolls
Arena. That was like Elder Scrolls 2.
Morrowind.
It'd
be like Elder Scrolls Morrowind. It's the same kind of graphics.
Yeah, when you're talking about the models and stuff, but it also has an overlay of kind of like a light pixel blur to it also at the same time.
Yeah. You know what? Kind of like RuneScape.
Yeah, it's closer to RuneScape.
Closer to RuneScape than anything else we've named.
It looks good though. Visually, it's clear.
Yeah.
But there's an overlaid filter to make it feel older.
Yeah, it's kind of intentional to make it
harder to play.
I don't know if it's make it
spookier.
I think it's the idea is it makes it kind of creepier.
Yeah. The game, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I don't feel like a deep intention to make this game be terrifying. It's just the aspect of it is creepy but not scary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Unless it's just because you're in there with friends playing with your friends.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't feel scared when I go around the corner and there's a spider there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but it's still it's almost like it's horror adjacent.
Well, no, I mean, it is labeled as horror, but I think what makes it less like super freaks you out is the fact that when you get a jump scare or something starts creeping you out, other people are hearing you freak out about it.
I guess you're in it together. So
You're in it
scary.
together, and so it makes it kind of funny.
Yeah.
Just hearing how somebody responds, because the reality is it is a game. Like, it's not really happening to you, but the response that you have to it.
Yeah, because you're hearing like you might hear over the walkie-talkie something like, it's after me, it's after me, it's after me.
Yeah.
You can't help but laugh at it.
Yeah, you're like, what is that? Like,
that's actually funny enough. What got me into the game to try to convince you and others to play it was watching clips of it when it got real big on social media and stuff,
mm-hmm.
and just watching others play it and just panicking and just the funniest things happening.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's what it's got going for it is just it was made popular on social media when it came out. So when it came out, it topped charts, top global seller list, and having 100, it topped the global seller list, and it had 100,000 concurrent players in November of 2023.
That's crazy.
And it came out in October of 2023.
So
it came out, people started checking it out because it was on the front page of Steam.
Mm-hmm.
And people played it, but they would record themselves playing it and post that stuff online. And everyone's like, oh, I got to try this out.
By the way, so if you think that number is low, it's not at all. That's actually a very high number for concurrent players for a game.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was always under the impression that billions of people played video games all the time. No, consoles, like, I'll give me a second to pull it up, but it's like the highest selling console of all time is like low millions.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Low being like maybe at most 100 million. So consoles sold for the highest selling console of all time. How many it sold?
Yeah.
Give me a second, I'll tell you. But the reason why I say that is it's like 100,000 people playing a game at the same time is a tremendously high number.
Yeah.
And that's just the Steam numbers.
I'm looking at this. This is weird because it sparked my interest. What's the most concurrent player ranked game on Steam? And it's Counter-Strike Global Offense.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't give me the numbers, though. And then Dota 2.
Really? Still?
PUBG Battlegrounds. Team Fortress 2, which is crazy to me.
TF2. It's all these Steam official games that were like free to play or really cheap.
Mm-hmm. And then Apex Legends is on.
Which is a really more recent game.
Yeah.
So the PlayStation 2 is the highest sold console of all time. And that is not a console that you could play online with, mind you.
PlayStation 2
is, and it was 160 million units sold.
Wow.
So, and you couldn't play online, so you're not seeing 100 million people online playing.
Yeah.
And then you got to, divide that. Okay, if all 160 million units were being played all at the same time, then you had to disperse all of the hundreds, thousands of games that would put on that platform, and then separate all the different people playing those games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You start narrowing it down, filtering it down, and it's like when you're talking about one game being played at the same, like with multiple people playing it all at the same time, 100,000 is a really high number.
Yeah.
Sorry, back to spooky.
Well, real quick before we go back to spooky.
Okay, more numbers. All right, tell it to me, Bob.
So cross-platform games are
Mm-hmm.
the ones played the most. So kind of the top 3 are Fortnite, Minecraft, and Roblox.
That's not surprising.
And that's worldwide. Currently, Roblox is the most active game with over 111.8 million daily active users.
Good grief. I guess I have to take back my entire argument I had a minute ago. Goodness.
Yeah. Minecraft has more than 1.5 million players at this very moment, with 16 million daily players. And then Fortnite has 493,940 gamers with an all-time peak of 44.7 million players. Those are the exception, though. Like, most games are not reaching that number.
No. Here's what's crazy, right? Fortnite is free. Like, to start playing Fortnite right now, all you need is a TV and the console.
Yeah, or a computer.
I mean, you know what I mean, though. Like, a machine that can play it.
Yeah.
And then, same thing with Roblox. All you need is a machine to play it and something to look at it, to view it on.
Mm-hmm.
Free to play.
Mm-hmm.
What is such a crazy standout is how Minecraft is up there going toe to toe with that, with those other two. And it is a full priced game.
Yeah.
With Roblox, what makes that game so appealing is the customization to it.
Yeah.
Where it's always, you just hop in and you're playing all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah.
Fortnite is kind of the same thing, but not to the degree of Roblox.
Yeah.
And then with Fortnite, it's Fortnite. Like, you go in and it's a shooter and you play it.
Yeah. All these games have third-party content creation.
Mm-hmm. Except to me, the big difference, with Roblox, you're always getting these content updates, seasonal kind of things. Same thing with Fortnite.
Yeah.
Though to some degree you can get new content for Minecraft.
Oh, you can. You just got to pay more money.
You have to pay more money, but it's like a new map or it's a new whatever. But there's not a seasonal updates like Roblox and Fortnite get.
Yeah, no, not seasonal, just game patches.
Mm-hmm. So, like with Fortnite, you go hop in and the game will be completely different every time. Not every time, but when you hop in.
Yeah.
The same thing with Roblox, but Minecraft is a paid game, and you have to pay more money to change your experience, but it's still going toe to toe with those other two.
Yeah.
Because it's a good game.
Yeah. This is true. It is a very good game.
I would rather Minecraft over the other two.
I agree.
Speaking of Fortnite and spooky games, they had their spooky season right now.
Yeah.
And they have like Scooby-Doo in there.
I didn't see what they had. I knew that they were rolling out the Halloween stuff.
Mm-hmm. So it's like I saw where Scooby-Doo, which is fine with me, but then they have all of these horror movie icons like Michael Myers, Jason, and Art the Clown is in there now. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Why are you doing that? Yeah.
Okay, like I could semi-argue, I could see a defense for Michael Myers and Jason. I could see a possible defense. I'm not saying it's okay.
Yeah.
But, it's old, so it's not actually that bad. It's not actually gory. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, that kind of argument.
Mm-hmm.
Not defending, I'm just saying I could see an argument for it. But Art the Clown, why in the world is he in there?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
For those who don't know, go ahead and give us a quick snippet of who Art the Clown is.
He is like a new modern day, just hyper gory serial, like slasher.
Yeah.
So slasher being like a Michael Myers, a Jason, a Freddy Krueger, that kind of thing, like a horror movie monster.
Yeah.
That you watch it not for the heroes, but for the villain. That's usually what a slasher is.
Yeah. Got it. All right. Yeah, I used to love playing Fortnite, but when they started getting into the weird stuff,
wasn't it like to get a gun you had to sign a contract with a guy who was red and horns, essentially signing away your soul for a gun?
Yeah, it was essentially a sell your soul to the devil idea to get a super powered.
Yeah, obviously they're not going to exactly call out and say, "Oh, this is Lucifer."
Yeah.
But it was obviously that was what what was being implied.
Yeah, it was. Which is kind of sucks because they rolled out the Lego Infinite World.
Yeah, they rolled out
separate. It's a separate game mode from the regular.
Mm-hmm. It's a survival like Minecraft-esque game in Fortnite that's Lego. Then they also and I've been tempted a few times, but I never went through with it. They added like a Guitar Hero game mode where you could bring your like plastic toy guitars from Guitar Hero or Rock Band. Yeah, it's literally just Rock Band in Fortnite.
Wow.
And it really was like, oh, I kind of want to go play Rock Band again.
Yeah.
So what I did whenever they rolled that out was instead of going back to Fortnite, I just went and bought Rock Band 4 and played that instead.
Nice. All right. Well, getting back to spooky stuff, I have...
What's your last one?
It's kind of two, but they're in the same thread. So, Call of Duty, Nazi Zombies.
Yeah.
And then Left 4 Dead 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They're the same thing. It's just different universes.
So I would, again, like, in the sense of horror, right? Scary or spooky, right?
Yeah.
I would call those spooky adjacent because they are zombies, which is typically a scary thing, right? In scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that they frame it to you is it's more of not horror as much as shooting, just plowing through all of these zombies.
Well, but you're not plowing through them. You're trying to fend them off as you unlock the next area to escape. Like you're constantly running away rather than running, into. But
is it scary?
I mean, yeah, there's scary aspects to it, and it is labeled as horror. Like it's about just zombie hordes chasing you. All the scenarios are in the dark, and there's random zombies that are. It's just creepy the way that they come up to you, like the child zombie,
the witch, I believe,
little witch zombie who like lures you in by pretending to be a crying child.
Yeah,
like that's spooky.
Okay, so here's my thing, right? And we'll get into mine in a little bit. I typically don't actually like playing scary games. I know that's weird coming from the dude who likes watching scary movies, but I don't really like playing scary games.
Yeah.
So for me, when I classify it like horror adjacent, it's because it doesn't scare me. Okay. But I don't typically like playing horror games.
You've got to acknowledge that just because it doesn't scare you doesn't mean it's not classified as horror.
But then like what I would deem horror does scare me.
Yeah, but it's not what you deem as horror. It's what's labeled as horror.
I guess that's true.
That's where I'm coming from. Is it's because I wouldn't necessarily.
I just like it's action. You know what I mean? Like you have the gun, you're going through. Yes, it's like action, horror, survival.
Yeah,
sure, but it's not like the traditional horror, like where you're defenseless type situation.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like Left 4 Dead is like just hordes of zombies running at you, and yeah, there's creepy moments because it's horror adjacent. It's still horror. But it's not really scary.
But still classified.
Still classified as horror. I'm not dogging out your selections. But
Thank you. You know what? They are valid.
Yeah. Hey, Bob. Your thoughts are valid.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm ready to hear your stuff.
So, as I said, I didn't really play all that much horror.
Yeah.
The stuff that I really played was like your stuff of Call of Duty Zombies, Left 4 Dead, Lethal Company. We played that all together. But I want to talk about a few of them. You know what I mean? Like
I know what you mean, Vern.
Bob.
Sorry, Bob.
Yep. But I want to talk about a few before I get into...
My name is Bob.
Bob the Tomato.
VeggieTales.
But like some game franchises that like are huge in horror, like some of these I've played through, some I haven't.
Yeah.
But like Resident Evil, big zombie game franchise. I played through and beat the first one. But if you look at it now, it's like PlayStation 1 graphics.
Oh.
So it's like this game's not scary at all.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was terrifying when it first came out.
Yeah, isn't it funny how it's like something is one way and when it first comes out or when it first happens and we remember it that way. And then years go by and that's how we remember it. But things have changed. Technology.
So here's a great example.
Go ahead.
I played through Resident Evil 1 and 2, right?
All right.
But they remade Resident Evil 2 recently and took it off of the PlayStation 2 graphics of like, where is that supposed to be a zombie? And then made it like really detailed graphics. And I tried playing through the demo for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was too scary for me, dude.
The Resident Evil?
Yeah, a Resident Evil 2 remake is what it's called. And I'm like, I can't play this. Is this too creepy? And I was just playing through the demo. So it's like, it's really interesting that you say it's like, I guess whenever you have less detail, it leaves it up to the imagination when you're younger. And then when you look back, it's like, why was this scary?
Yeah.
And then when you get the version of it later on that's remade of how you remember it being, oh, this is actually scary, you know?
Yeah.
One I never played, but it's incredibly creepy. I think it was like the big competitor to Resident Evil was Silent Hill.
I already don't like it.
Silent Hill?
Yeah. Sounds awful.
Yeah, it was way more messed up. Like it was like the actual like evil stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like it was really clever though in like the way that they did stuff.
Yeah. Whereas
like every single time, your character in the games would be pulled into it ends up being like an alternate reality, an alternate dimension of sorts.
Yeah.
It was always like the city of Silent Hill, but like your character would always be, the enemies that you would run into would be representations of the evil things they did, because it ends up being that Silent Hill, the fog city, is kind of like a purgatory, and you're there to relive your evil deeds. So it's like, that's kind of how that's revealed in those. So it's just like an interesting game mechanic of, you're in purgatory.
Gotcha. Kind of like Lost.
Yeah, pretty much.
For all those lost people out there.
All you lost people, get saved.
Yeah. Get saved. Took me a second. I was like, what?
What? Jesus? What?
What are you talking about?
But, those are just some like old school ones on the original PlayStation that was like spooky, but at the end of the day isn't really spooky now if you play them, the old ones.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just, my horror tolerance versus others.
Okay.
But, I want to talk about this like new modern horror that's like overly demonic.
Okay.
No, I've never played these, and these are the ones that I avoid.
Okay.
But I see them all the time where I guess they're classified as the jump scare horror genre.
Okay.
Or just like, it's just overly just like survival horror. I don't know how to explain it entirely. But it's like you're just thrown into a scenario and you just have to survive.
What's one of the popular ones?
All right. Do you remember that one I made you play, Slenderman, forever ago? I put you in front of it and you played it, but you never got the jump scare because you walk around this forest and you're collecting pages, and eventually you get jump scared by Slenderman.
Okay.
And I remember you playing it, and Slenderman doesn't show up and try to jump scare you until like you find like the first or second page out of the 10 you're supposed to find. So it's just you walk around this spooky like dark forest.
Yeah.
And you never even found the first page. So Slenderman never even showed up. So you had a flashlight and you wandered around so much your flashlight died and you just said, I can't see anything. So we turned it off.
There you go.
So it was funny. But it's stuff like that where it's like a modern day horror where it's just overly demonic.
Yeah.
And just no way to survive your situation.
Okay.
It's like this new like internet YouTube horror video games.
Yeah.
Outlast was another one where you're just running and surviving in like an insane asylum.
I feel like I've heard that name, Outlast, but I could not tell you.
Another one would be like, and I think this one got real big right about the time that Lethal Company came out. but it's the exact same idea and mentality of Lethal Company, but you're in a haunted house trying to combat like a demonic presence.
Okay.
And it's called Phasmophobia.
Okay, there we go. I have seen that name, and something about it is similar to Lethal Company.
Yeah, where you are a team of people, you come in a truck, and you can have somebody in the truck communicating with the people inside the house, and you're trying to kind of figure out what kind of presence it is.
Yeah.
And then trying to banish it. And I've seen videos on it, but I just like something I would never want to touch, because in the game, you're in that house and you try to learn the demonic presence's name. And because you're using microphones, you are actually calling out to this demonic presence.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
And that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
I'm solid.
But it got so big because of how, and I will say this, the game mechanic, I'm not talking about the actual calling out to the demonic presence or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
I'm talking about how they designed a game and how they implemented these kind of features is so cool.
Okay.
Right? Not the actual act of calling out to a demonic spirit, but how innovative they are with how they created this game. I really like that, but I will never touch this game.
Have you played it before?
No.
Okay.
I would never.
So how do you know about the mechanics?
Because I've seen a couple of videos on it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
In the same way that like I saw videos on Lethal Company, but that drew me in because of this, the same innovation on how a game works and how you play with your friends and how you communicate, but it wasn't. Lethal Company is not demonic.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
So, but Phasmophobia was, and it got big. Like it got like Lethal Company big for a little while, but then just slowly died off.
Yeah. Phasmophobia. I'm looking it up.
Do you need to know how to spell that?
No, I got it.
What is Phasmophobia? It's a phobia. So is it like the fear of ghosts, maybe? I wonder.
Definition and origin of phasmophobia is defined as the intense fear or anxiety related to ghosts or supernatural entities. The term derives from Greek words phasma, meaning ghost, and phobos, meaning fear. This fear can manifest as a persistent worry about encountering ghosts, leading to avoidance behaviors and significant distress in daily life.
I have phasmophobia.
I don't, because I only fear one ghost, and that's the Holy Ghost.
Isn't the Holy Ghost here to be a comforter?
An instructor.
He's not.
It's a righteous fear, not a worried fear.
Not a spooky fear.
Not a spooky fear. Thank you. Just trying to find the regular wiki about phasmophobia, and
wiki.
Well, that's what I said. Wiki.
You said wiki.
Wiki. I'm a DJ.
I'm a DJ, Bob.
Oh boy, yeah. I don't know. I don't like this game.
Yeah, no. This
Looking at it.
Yeah, it's one of those really like demonic ones.
Sure is demonic, Bob.
Really is. All right, we're gonna pass on that door, Bob.
Definitely not going in here, Bob.
But like, if they found some way to implement that same kind of like, kind of game mechanics somewhere else, where you're still communicating and talking out loud in the game to not only your friends but also whatever's in the game, and it not be demonic, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're out there talking to spirits and calling it out by name, and I think they use demonic Ouija board type stuff as well. Like, no, I'm good.
Maybe if they made a game like this with the mechanics, but you're hunting, rather than ghosts, you're hunting gerbils.
That's right. Gerbophobia.
Yeah, gerbophobia. Let's find out what it's called.
The fear of gerbils?
Or fear.
It'd probably be like rodents in general, would be my guess.
How do you spell gerbils?
Gerba
or E?
Try both.
Gerbils. No, we were wrong. Gerbil. Gerbil.
Gerble.
Gerbil.
Gerbil.
Here are some creative names for a gerbil. That's not what I want. Fear of a gerbil would be a rodent, right?
Yeah.
The fear of rodents. Musophobia.
How is musophobia?
M-U-S-O.
Oh, like moose,
Phobia.
like a moose, like
Yeah.
a mouse.
Musophobia. The fear of rodents is called musophobia. This term specifically refers to an irrational fear of mice and rats, and it can also extend to other similar rodents. The name is derived from the Latin word mus, meaning mouse, and the Greek word phobos, meaning fear.
Commonly found in elephants.
Commonly found in elephants. You know what? Let's see if we can get this.
What's that? Tell me, Bob.
Name of fear of hamsters.
Hamsters. Musophobia.
Musophobia.
Yeah.
And I bet you it's the same for guinea pigs.
I'm pretty sure that gerbils fall within musophobia. For sure. For sure, Bob.
No. Indicocheiridophobia.
Do you have that little button that has like the next to definition, that this little speaker that tells you how it sounds?
Not on here.
No.
The fear of guinea pigs.
Go ahead, give us that one more time, please.
Indicocheiridophobia.
All right.
No idea.
I need you to go ahead and slip that into the somewhere in the middle of the.
How do I?
I just need you in the middle of the conversation later on in the podcast. Just slip it in naturally.
Just slip it in naturally. It's because I'm on, I don't know why, but I have my Chrome server.
Uh-huh.
But this is searching with Bing. I have no idea why it's not searching with Google Chrome. Rather dumb. I'll have to figure it out later. I was like, what is going on? And then
You broke it.
you came down here and I was like, okay, I don't have time to fix this.
Man, if only you knew somebody who worked in IT who could help you out with it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right. Do you have any more games?
I'm leading up to the one I actually really love,
Okay.
but wanted to talk about another, like a bigger one that's like huge right now. I just got a movie come out last year, and that's Until Dawn.
Until Dawn.
Which is funny. I watched the movie, and the movie's premise is just like these group of people, are stuck in this time loop of constantly dying type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to find a way out of the time loop. And it's like always like a new kind of like horror movie entity. You know what I mean? It could be zombies or ghosts or whatever, like always killing them. And then when they die, they loop through, like they reset and they have to start the night over type thing.
Okay.
And that is not the story of the game. The story of the game is Wendigos.
What?
Yeah. And they're like, there's nothing to do with like time loops or anything like that in the actual game.
Okay.
I've never played it, but I watched like a little bit about it.
All right.
So, but it's like a huge, like it's more like a interactive movie cutscene type thing as well, where you like occasionally will make decisions and it affects the story, but it's typically, you're playing a movie almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's another game like that that's not horror, but it's called Heavy Rain, where you're like investigating a murder type thing.
Murder mystery.
Yeah.
Kind of like Clue.
Kind of like Clue.
Okay.
Nothing like Clue, though.
Oh.
The game itself.
Should we put Clue in there with horror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Indicocheiridophobia.
Indicocheiridophobia. What?
Indicocheiridophobia.
Let me turn you up one more time. Press again.
Indicocheiridophobia.
Diaphobia. Indicocheiridophobia.
And that is the fear of?
The fear of guinea pigs. It's unreal.
What the heck?
Indicocheiridophobia.
Hey, there you go. You incorporated into the conversation.
Oh man, that was out there for all of our followers to lighten the mood.
Mm-hmm.
All of our followers, all of our listeners.
Hey, follow, listen,
Follow
like, comment, comment, and subscribe.
Listen to the podcast. Follow the Lord.
Hey! As we talk about horror. No, but like Until Dawn, it's a really interesting game, right?
Yeah.
Where it used that mechanic in it, but it was Wendigos. But like,
Where did they go?
Wendy.
They went to Wendy's.
Another one that was really interesting to me was PT.
PT.
That's what it's called. PT. So you go, all it is you like loop through this, like you walk up a set of stairs, down a hallway, take a right through another door. Like it's just like an L-shaped hallway.
Mm-hmm.
You go through the door and you loop through the same hallway. And so this is like a game that showed up just randomly on the PlayStation Store for free.
Okay.
And you go through it and slowly different things happen in it. It's like a haunting type situation, slowly repeating and like looping around and stuff like that. And then you find
like the back rooms.
Sort of, but it's just the same hallway over and over and over again.
Okay.
And then like you start to find clues and stuff in the different loops. And if you beat the game, it's revealed it's actually just the PT. It stands for Playable Trailer for Silent Hills. It was like they released, it was like this really cool like marketing campaign for Silent Hills, which was supposed to be like a reboot on Silent Hill.
Mm-hmm.
It's starring Norman Reedus, the dude from The Walking Dead and the Boondock Saints.
Gotcha.
And he's also trying to think of what else I've seen him in recently. He's a really cool actor. But so the company who made the game and the director of Silent Hills. So let me start over. I'm sorry. So you play through it in what?
Go ahead and start over.
Okay, I think I'm going to start over.
All right.
So you go through the whole thing. Then you get the actual trailer for the game Silent Hills.
Okay.
And then that game never got made.
Dang.
So Hideo Kojima is the guy who made two big franchises. He made Silent Hill and he made Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
The company that he worked for, Konami, fired him. He made Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill, two of these huge, massive properties, right?
Yeah.
So they fired him, took his properties, canceled his games, like took his IPs from him. And so he made his own company.
That's low.
Yeah. So he went and made his own company, and he made a game called Death Stranding, starring Norman Reedus. So he just took everybody that he had like relationships with in the industry, and just brought it over to this game. And all it is you're Norman Reedus in the future, and you're just like a mail delivery guy delivering packages.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like this really like weird, eerie future, and like your package that you're trying to deliver is like this like baby.
What's the name of the game?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Okay.
And the second one just came out this year.
Death Stranding 2. That sounds similar to our superhero comic book where we were talking about doing one of the heroes as a pizza delivery guy.
Kind of.
Or the zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. And he's just delivering pizzas.
Delivering pizzas in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, but like really Japanesey.
Okay.
But like the entire thing is like
very Japanesey.
Very Japanesey. But he like the story of it is like again it's horror adjacent where a lot of creepy things are happening.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be weird and less creepy. But like the world is like stopped, like, you know, communication is down. So your job is to deliver this baby, but also at the same time activate these links to re-establish a communication grid in this world. It's like in a post-apocalyptic type world.
Yeah.
So I just really like that story.
Hideo
Kojima.
Hideo Kojima.
I promise you, I've been to Japan.
Wait, you've been to Japan?
I've been to Japan. They don't talk like that.
You've been to Japan?
No, they don't talk like that.
Too sweet.
I've been there too. They don't talk like that as well.
Wee wee.
But yeah, I like his story because it's like, dude gets fired and then just goes and makes his own company and does better than the company he got fired from by just creating his own company.
That's the great story.
Yeah. He does have another game coming out. It's a straight up horror game. And I think it's Knock Twice or Knock. No, it's called just Knock. And he's making it with the help of Jordan Peele, the dude from Key and Peele, who he's really big into making horror movies right now.
Okay.
So Jordan Peele is making a game with Hideo Kojima called Knock. And the trailer is so creepy, I didn't watch the whole thing. I was like,
whoa.
I was like, I'm turning this off.
And I'm going to hit the off button and I'm going to go watch some VeggieTales.
VeggieTales. I would love to see Hideo Kojima and Jordan Peele make a VeggieTales episode.
Oh, no, I don't think it would be good. I think it would ruin VeggieTales for everybody. Have you not seen that? I've seen reels where people are like trying to watch something scary. And in the moment, an intense moment happens, they turn it off, turn all the lights on in their house,
yeah,
turn VeggieTales on.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's funny.
I don't know what game it is. This came to mind where just thinking about it, like I've seen videos on this where it's like you are what is it, like the Indiana Jones is a archaeologist.
This belongs in a museum.
So you're an archaeologist in the pyramids, and you're just like exploring around, and then you're being haunted by the Egyptian pharaoh that's in it.
Oh. So like, more of the Mummy.
It's kind of like the Mummy.
Fraser.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Mummy, but not really either, if that makes sense. It's just there is like a huge boom of internet, like small made horror games that are really just don't hold back and just like I don't want to mess with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like it was more funny watching the clip where the guy's like, it was funny because he's like, there's nothing scary here, and he rounds the corner and the Egyptian pharaoh is just like right in his face screaming at him, and he just starts screaming and throws his controller and all this stuff.
Amentai?
Maybe.
Let's just see what it is. Amentai is a first-person horror adventure game developed and published by Darkphobia Games. Sorry. I'm not talking directly into the mic.
You don't get picked up if you don't talk directly into the mic.
In Amentai, players step into the shoes of a historian and photographer who ventures deep into the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Wrong country.
To chronicle the mysterious tomb of Pharaoh Rudamon. At first glance, the mission appears to be one of historical documentation. But as the narrative unfolds, it becomes clear that something far more otherworldly is at play. Time itself begins to distort, unraveling secrets that hint at an extraterrestrial influence hidden within the sands of ancient Egypt.
What's that called? What is it?
Ancient.
No, I know ancient.
Egypt.
What's the game called?
Amentai. Amentii. Otherwise known as Ancient Egypt.
Oh, yeah, this is it. All right, moving on. Five Nights at Freddy's. I think I've talked about this before. I'll be a little brief on it. But it's just, it's something I don't like playing because it's very jump scare heavy. But I really do like the lore around it, the game, and the story and all the little Easter eggs and stuff. So I do watch other people play the game.
Okay.
And to watch the lore on them. So it's a really fun, interesting, deep lore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you could just read about it, you know?
If you could just read.
I just want a book on Five Nights at Freddy's. They have those, by the way. I'm talking about just like a summary of the story in book form.
I just want to know.
Who is Freddy? And why is it not Five Nights at Bob's?
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Five Nights at Bob's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey there, Bob. How's it going, Bob? Oh, I'm doing good, Bob. How are you?
I've been here for 5 nights.
Are you ready for me to reread it real quick now that I've got some ambient music? In Emmentai, players step into the shoes of a historian and photographer who ventures deep into the Great Pyramids of Giza to chronicle the mysterious tomb of Pharaoh Rudimon. At first glance, the mission appears to be one of historical documentation, but as the narrative unfolds, it becomes clear that something far more otherworldly is at play. Time itself begins to distort, unraveling secrets that hint at extraterrestrial influence.
That was really well timed.
That was good.
That was good. Good job, Bob.
Good job, Bob. All right, I'm ready for your... Okay, we talked about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Just a little bit, but, that's all it needs to be said is the lore is really good, but I don't play the games.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then my favorite horror video game, Dead Space.
Oh.
You ever played Dead Space?
No, I've seen stuff about it, though.
It's kind of like a mixture of space zombies and xenomorphs, like from Alien.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of picture that, what you're after.
Xenomorphs. Is there not an Alien...
Yeah, Alien Isolation.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's several Alien games. Like me and Ashley have played Alien Fireteam. Fireteam something, Alpha or something like that, I think. And it's just like, it's very Left 4 Dead-y, where you're just in there with guns blasting through all these xenomorphs.
Yeah.
But like Alien Isolation is like where you're literally just crawling around trying to survive, and you just have to hide as this thing hunts you down.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a real spooky game.
Gotcha. All right, I'm ready.
But Dead Space, yeah.
Dead Space is your top game.
Mm-hmm. So pretty much you're just like, you play as...
Wait. Okay. You're going to tell me about the game now?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me about the game.
All right, I'm going to.
Why'd you turn me off?
I was waiting for you to notice.
You jerk.
All right, go ahead now.
No, this doesn't feel equal.
All right, try again.
Feels like you have all the power.
All right, start over.
No, I'm waiting on you. You start describing the game.
So, Dead Space is a game about a man named Isaac Clarke. And he is... Oh.
Sorry.
Dude, Isaac Clarke. Clarke is a man... Okay. Anyways, so you play as a dude named Isaac Clarke, who's like an engineer.
Yeah.
Like a space engineer. And his wife is like working on this like mining like freight ship. And so like contact has been lost from the mining freight ship.
Mm-hmm.
So he volunteers to get on this, like to go on the reconnaissance mission.
Reconnaissance.
And also be the engineer to repair the ship if needed. Okay. And so there's like a small team of people coming in. And, you get on the ship and it's just like, everything's shut down. There's like bodies everywhere, all that nonsense. Right?
Uh-oh.
And then like these like space zombies are coming out of the walls. And it's just like you have to survive and figure out what's going on type story. And pretty much what it is like they were mining this planet. Mm-hmm. And they came across like this like space artifact that turned everybody into zombies.
I didn't know what that was, but I pulled it up. It's a 10-hour loop.
Yeah.
Of that one song.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful. What did you think it was going to be?
I don't know. I just typed in saxophone and that's what it was.
Beautiful.
A strange instrument where people are like, you know what? The saxophone's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But nobody listens to it daily.
Yeah. Who listens to it daily and who,
Who listens to George Michael?
Yeah, who knows how to play saxophone?
Who listens to George Michael? Who listens to the saxophone?
And who is the eagle?
So cool.
Meanwhile.
All right. Dead Space.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Is like,
Have you played both of them?
there's like 4.
There's 4 now?
I played all of them. It's like one of my favorite deep dive franchises.
Let me make this clear. I play all of them. Not I've played. I play all of them.
So if I'm remembering right, there's Dead Space 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
There's a remake of the first one.
Okay.
There is a phone game, a shooter, like rail shooter on the Wii, right? Where you're going through like the ship and the things are popping out. It's like arcade style, like you pointing the Wii at the screen and you're shooting like that, where you don't control the characters, you're just shooting stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's like a puzzle game. There's like a comic book like a series of issues of comics, graphic novels.
There's
Done it all, Bob.
Isn't there a couple of like animated movies?
There's 3 movies, I believe. 2 movies.
Because I think I remember watching a Dead Space movie, but I don't remember if it was Aftermath, where they just clipped all of the cinematic parts of the game together.
That's not what that was.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm going to stop you there.
No,
I am a lore master on Dead Space.
Okay.
No, so like every single piece of media outside of the games are all additions to the lore of Dead Space.
Gotcha.
So there's nothing out there that is like a summary. Aftermath is, I believe, adjacent to the events of the first game.
Okay, but it's a movie.
It is a movie.
Aftermath is a separate movie.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, Dead Space.
Sweet.
I love it. It's been a while since I've played it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I've always thought about going back and playing through again.
Okay.
So the first one is really good. The second one's really good. And then they tried to make the third one multiplayer. So it really took away something about that survivor horror of it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because now you have, like we talked about it with Lethal Company, of you lose something with the, like when you're talking about the spookiness.
Yeah.
You lose something when you have somebody there with you, supporting and helping you.
Yeah.
But like you could play the third one by yourself, but then there's sections of the game you completely miss out because you have to have somebody with you to like, oh, let me go on this little side mission.
What do you think the push for that is? Because I feel like that's been a really big thing where it's like, let's make sure that we're doing co-op games, you know?
There was a time there around, the PlayStation 3, early PlayStation 4, where everything had to have co-op, but you couldn't do couch co-op. And then you had to have a multiplayer in it. That was the big thing, is even if your game has nothing to do with multiplayer, we have to find some way to throw in multiplayer into the game. Dead Space 2 had a multiplayer game mode.
Okay.
Where you were survivors, like half of the team, like there was like 2 or 3 humans and then like 7 like of the xenomorphs, the zombies running around.
Okay.
But they were player controlled.
Gotcha.
So it's just like, why was this necessary? Like, and then
What's the point?
And then we got away from it because they started realizing real quick that it's costing too much money to make these multiplayer game modes.
Yeah.
And nobody was playing them.
Not a single one.
So, but yeah, Dead Space.
What, do you have any other games? Are we winding down?
I think we're winding down. Pretty much Dead Space was my big one.
Okay.
They did remake that last one, and I'm probably going to go home and play it.
So that's what I was going to ask is, what are you playing right now, since we're talking about games?
I think on episode 52, I talked about Hollow Knight Silksong.
Yeah.
I'm still playing Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay.
So what's crazy about this game is I paid $20 for this game.
Okay.
And there is $100 worth of content in this game. Like,
okay.
There is so much to do in this game.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun.
So you're not playing RV there yet?
What? I love how you just like, so you're telling me this game I just randomly saw that no one's playing?
Do you want to hear the synopsis?
What is this game, please?
Okay. All right. You and your buddies are on your way home from a relaxing vacation, but are forced to take an alternate route. Get your RV through the back country and find the exit to Route 65. That's the game.
So you're just in an RV driving?
You're just driving in an RV, and it's you and your buddies trying to...
We got to talk, have a separate episode sometime of talking about these weird Steam video games, like the lawnmower simulator games.
Yeah.
Like there's another one that came out just recently, like last couple of weeks, where it's, I don't remember what it's called exactly, but it's just a walking simulator.
Mm-hmm.
But the character, like how it walks and how you control it is really janky, where it's like you have to to step forward with your right, you control your right leg and your left leg and independently with the left trigger and the right trigger. And you have to lean your character forward with the stick, and you lean forward and have to then move your leg.
What the?
And all you're doing is walking around, but is really janky just walking your character around.
That's weird.
What is that called? Oh, man.
Is it called Walking Simulator?
No, it's not Walking Simulator. It's made by the same guy who made Getting Over It with Bend and Folly or something like that.
Because there's a game called Walking Simulator.
Getting Over It is where you're a dude who's like stuck inside a cauldron, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have a hammer.
Okay.
Now I'm going to show you a picture of it and kind of gameplay for it. But all you are doing is trying to climb this mountain with you being stuck in this cauldron, and you're trying to get up the mountain with a hammer. And you're using the hammer as like a hook.
Oh my gosh.
So it's the same guy who made this. Like the dude loves making games that make it really hard to just move.
Okay.
So, but yeah, sorry, I got on a little side tangent there, but
No, you're good.
Actually, it was your fault. You started this, Bob.
Yeah, this is nothing like what I thought. It's free to play, Walking Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
But the cover is, the year is 2020, World War III destroyed the civilized world.
Hold on, wait. Start over.
The year is 2020, World War III destroyed the civilized world. You're the last post carrier tasked to get parcels from point A to B in the most barren and desolate places on Earth. I've waited too long. It's free to play.
Nice.
Well, that's all I got, Bob.
That's all I got, Bob.
Great. Well,
so how did you enjoy the finale of Spooky Season 2025?
Not as spooky as I thought it would be, which is good.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about these horror games because it's like, I don't mind getting spooked or scared.
The spooks?
But I do not like messing with the demonic, I think is the big thing to say at the end of this spooky season.
Yeah.
You can enjoy something, but don't bring the devil in it.
Yeah.
Make it about God.
Oh, yeah. If you can't make it about God, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Which I realize that's a very hard thing to do because
God is not about fear.
Well, yeah, and it's like, you have to eliminate a lot of stuff. So, I think that the way that I should word this is, if your relationship with the Lord consumes less of your time than playing video games or watching TV, maybe start praying more and spending time with God more. I know I'm guilty of it. I constantly find myself where I'm like, man, have I spent any time with God today? Because I know that I've spent time doing other stuff. So that's my big thing right now. I need to personally be working on that, spending more time on a daily basis with the Lord, rather than making it a quota. Because that's the other side of it. I don't want to just do stuff to make it a quota where it's like, well, I read my Bible, let me check it off. Like, I want to be intentional with it. So, all right, well, that's all I got.
Baby Steps.
Baby Steps.
That's the name of the game the walking simulator.
Oh, okay.
It just came out. Baby Steps.
Gotcha. All right.
So, be on the lookout for John taking some baby steps later. And do you have any final spooky words for the end of spooky season 2025?
No.
I do.
Okay.
Bob.
Okay.
Christ is Lord.
And the kingdom is now.
We are the saints that serve. Bob.
Bop.
Bob, Bob, Bob.
I'll be back.
I'll be Bob.